So my presentation is how we can add value to the company in the facility management project. Okay. First of all, let me introduce the company. So DKV Seguros is we are a Spanish health insurance company, so one of the leaders in the market. We are 1.7 million customers. We are a medium-sized insurance company, 750 employees spread nationwide, and we belong to Ergo and to Ergo and Munich Re, which is the biggest reinsurer in the world. Okay, but the most important thing to understand the presentation is that we are really committed to people and oriented towards sustainable development. So the corporate social responsibility is really part of our DNA. In fact, we start to work in these topics in 1998, roughly, and we didn't even know that it was called social responsibility. But it really drives our activity in all the aspects of the company. So the project of remodeling the head office, the head office is this one, is this tower. So we really have the need to change the premises, okay? And we decide to recycle a building, so that we didn't build something new, so we bought this building and remodel this building. Okay, so the presentation is about we were thinking not only adding value from the procurement, the facility management point of view. Okay, so that means that here we have the classical things. Now that means we have to find a functional solution. We have for sure to fit with the budget. We have to also optimize the cost of functioning of the premises. Okay, so it's a must. If we don't deliver in this aspect, we can forget about the rest of the presentation, so it's a must. But we really wanted to think out of our box of FM to see how we can add value in another dimension in the company. And the answer was, so we find the solution in the strategic plan. Okay, so how can we support the strategy of the company with a remodeling project of the head office? Okay, so analyzing the strategic plan in all these aspects, we concluded to focus in three dimensions, the three key drivers of the project for us. Okay, so it was values, sustainability, and people, because it really fits to what we wanted and what we needed. Okay, first, values, integrating values of the company. So here, we really wanted to find an architectural solution to make the values tangible inside the company. So our business is based on trust. The trust that the customer can have to trust us because we are a service company. So we don't deliver any tangible product, okay? So really the base of the business is trust. And the trust is based on values. Values generate behaviors, and behaviors generate a culture. So it's here in our company, we really manage the values of the company. So not only in the selection process of the employees, but in all the aspects. Okay, first we have to know what the values are. Okay, and this is our value. We make a play on words. So the secret to build trust is on the values. Secret in Spanish is secreto, and here we have our values. So really, we want to make the exercise to really understand what the values are, what the values means, and how we can find a solution inside the remodeling thing. So when we say that we are honest and open, what does it mean? When we say we are entrepreneurial and vibrant, what does it mean? And how we can translate this solution into the building. Okay. So here we have the values. You can read it. Okay. And then we start to really find solutions like this. So when we say we are an open company, just one example, well, a couple of examples maybe, so we open to the society. We open with, and we collaborate with all our stakeholders. So, and when we say, we translate this into the buildings, that we decided to create a space, an open space to the public and to the society in general. And here, this open space, that for sure, in the facility projects, we have to make it completely independent from the rest for security reason or whatever. But here, we organize a lot of activities. Okay, here we have heart exposition. Here we are a health insurance company. For example, so this is the point of reference of Red Cross for all the blood donations in our neighborhoods. We leave this space to all the NGOs that collaborate with us to make their project visible to the general public. We collaborate with a lot of entities, and the building is open to everyone. Okay. we create space for collaboration, innovation, to share knowledge. We create space to work, but also that we were very surprised that people, it is a workspace, okay, but people use it to express their feelings and their sensations, and it's great, it's fantastic. So we will let the people use the building as they want, okay? We have relaxed areas, but in all the areas are workspace. So that means if you need to relax, to read a contract or whatever document in a relaxed way to be concentrated, you can use all the space in the building. So that's the solution. Sustainable building. So as I mentioned, corporate social responsibility is very important for us. In my areas of responsibility, we are also in charge of all the environmental management of the company with all the dimensions, and this is a little bit our story. So our carbon footprint, so climate change is very important for the insurance business. It has a strong impact, okay? So for sure we have to contribute, giving example, and really to promote this kind of behavior and attitude. And that's why, so we really decided in 2000 to take these topics very seriously. In 2004, we start to measure our carbon footprint and reduce it, and this is the result, okay? And since 2007, we are carbon neutral. So our environmental commitment can be summarized with this slide, okay? So we have the 2004 is the first measurement. 2007, the company is carbon neutral. 2008, with the Global Report Initiative, we're A+. Environmental management has a strong importance in this, and environmental management, FM have a strong importance a strong impact in environmental management. We have the ISO 40000, the EMAS. One thing very important is not linked with the project, but how our department and part of FM can add value to the company is that in 2011, we measured the carbon footprint of our product. So we were the first service company in Spain and the first insurance company in Europe measuring the insurance, the carbon footprint of a product, and then since that moment, all our products are carbon neutral. So that means that we transfer this value to the products, and it's part of FM contribution in this case, okay? Well, and you can see the rest. So it's ways to add values to the company. So, for sure, the project of remodeling the building couldn't not be a sustainable project, okay? And we settled all these objectives since the really beginning. So we wanted to achieve all the certification. And certification for us also are very important because we say, so it's not greenwashing. So we don't say that we are nice, we are green, but it's the certification, it's said that a third party, independent party, say that what we are telling is the truth, okay? So that's why this is for us all very important. You probably know the majority of this certification. LEED is commercial interior, okay? Maybe what you don't know is that also we are the first building in Spain to have the ISO for universal accessibility. Also, with the experience of measuring carbon footprint, what innovation here we introduce is that we measure the carbon footprint of the remodeling of the project, specifically. And the remodeling project also is carbon neutral because we compensate the emissions of the remodeling of the building. And also the ethical management of the project. So we take into account all the impacts that we had in all our stakeholders in the project and try to minimize it, and also we have a strong control in the ethical management of all the supplier in remodeling the project. So here, so we have a lot of things that we have done. It's just here, it's a facility management conference, so probably you are all absolutely confident with all these things. It's just the mix of the solutions that we had found that help us to fulfill the objective and in the budget limitations. Okay, so for sure we have a strong well in climate we have this solution, biomass boilers and so on. So I go very fast in this because probably here you are much more than confident with these topics. LED with automatic regulations, water consumption optimization everywhere, isolation of the building, very important because in Zaragoza in the building we reach more than 45 degrees in summer, so it's very hot, it's continental weather. The next is material in order to create natural environment. So that means also part of sustainability projects is that we wanted to buy the majority of the materials close to us, so less than 800 kilometers in order to develop local economy. So it's part of the sustainability concept, okay? And summarizing the part of sustainability, 10% of extra budget to get all the investment made in order to have the energy efficiency. Compared with the previous premises, we have on the baseline, we have a 55% improvement in this. Summarizing, the return on investment is estimated in 6 years. So some of the actions, it's 8 years, some are 2 years, but the average is 6 years. But only measure on financial aspects. And here we are not speaking only of financial aspects, we are speaking also of other added values, okay? You will see it. One of these, for example, is that we have the IFMA best practice in 2016, so it's a recognition. The CEO loves this. So why? Because here what's behind this is that we are an example for the company. So that means what we want to promote in the culture of the company is that all the departments in this specific area have to be best practice in the group or with their peers. Okay? And here we are an example of this. We are showing the company that this is the way. So that means that you have to put, the excellence have to be the objective. So we're systematically challenging ourselves to say how we can improve, how we can do best. And this is a great value for the company, this kind of recognitions. Okay? So, optimization of costs, strong contribution to the reduction of carbon footprint of the company, and the sustainability policy of the company, brand recognition linked to the sustainability, and that's the value. The third dimension, focusing on people. This one is very, very important. So what we want here is to create dynamic and cooperative environment with design tools to facilitate the work. So this is probably now it starts to be a classic, this kind of solution. Healthy spaces for the people, natural and inspiring environment in order to improve motivation, knowledge transfer, health, well-being. At the end of the day, it's about increasing efficiency and compromise of the company, of the employees, okay? How we've done this? So, biophilic design. So, we are Homo sapiens. Well, we're supposed to be sapiens, okay? So, unconsciously, we feel relaxed in a natural environment. Unconsciously, we feel stressed in a artificial environment. So really, we want to create a biophilic design, materials, textures, colors, vegetation, in order to recreate these kind of things. And people is very happy to work in this kind of environment, and we see it every day. Okay. Quality of the air. So it's an obsession. In our case. So that means that for sure we put a lot of measures, technical measures in order to guarantee this aspect, like active polarization and so on. But also we discover that the combination of 3 plants are really clean air factories in the building. And it is the 3 plants, the combination of the 3 plants you can find everywhere in the building. LCS vending. The typical vending that you have, so we work with the vending company in order to introduce healthiest things in the products. So fruit, vegetables, and so on. Healthy stairs. So that means that it's not an innovation. It's not an innovation. It's also a classical concept. So that means that use the stairs instead of the lift. We save energy, and it's better for your health. But what we have done is to make the stairs attractive. So that means we make it funny. Okay. So that means we design, especially we work in this concept, and you can see in the picture. Okay. A gym. The gym is linked to the physiotherapist service that we have in the building. It's really linked to work with postural disease that we have the employees. Okay, and we designed this for this. We have the space. So that means out of the hours of the physiotherapy, the employees can use it. So that means that it just, okay, I want to eat very fast and have 30 minutes of running or whatever, so you can do it here, okay? Sustainable mobility, okay, so it's about bicycles, it's about car sharing, so it's also including. One thing also that we found it very important is to integrate art in the building. So art stimulates talent and innovation. Okay, so and you can find art everywhere in the building and close to the people. And we have a lot of examples. This is the main entrance. You can see it. You have it in here. It's in this big picture. A solution, a hard piece, is 27 meters high. So it was a patio. So it's a installation space that was with tubes, pipes. So nothing interesting. So we convert a technical area into an attractive area, putting this solution. No? And so as you can see, art is everywhere. Okay, and so what's the added value on this? Okay? Great place to work. We are number 3 in Spain. We're number 20 in Europe. So that's value for the company. So the company is attractive for the new talent and the new employees. Internal satisfaction. So the building contributes really to have 86% satisfaction of the employees, 91% commitment. That's value. Conclusions. Okay, here also we using the IFMA methodology, we try to measure all the added value in the different dimensions that we have in order to really to measure this value, because we have it's essential to measure how we do. Okay, so you can see all the dimensions, and as a final conclusion, it was project led 100% by the FM. Okay, it was really designed to support the strategy of the company. It has a strong contribution to the brand recognition, to the employee satisfaction and commitment. We have clear and measured added value. Allows also FM to communicate our contribution. So if we don't communicate, it doesn't exist. So we have to measure and we have to communicate what we do. And nowadays, FM is internally consolidated as a key player for many, many projects of the company. And that's it for my part. So thank you very much for your attention. And